Give it to me. Oh, yep. You know what? You're right. You're right. You're right. Right. Cool. Okay. Ow! Ow! My knuckle. Oh boy. Well, it's a LiveTUBBS episode, so basically I don't know what to do. I did some art already. I did some drawing for Panafox. I did drawing for Panafox. I did the first panel. Well, actually, there's so many panels to this. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 panels. It's almost like a little comic. And it's two pages. So basically, it's going to be 2 pages. So yeah, I've done a layout for it. I just need to do the details, and then I'm going to do the. Then of course I'm going to do the line art. So yeah. And I was drawing it. I was actually doing the layout, and then I was like, I am not streaming. Why am I not streaming? Unfortunately, I'm gonna have my food soon, so that's why this is a quickie. But I might be persuaded to stick around for a little longer. I don't know. I'm still deciding. When exactly is the end of the month? Is it the 31st? Yeah, the 31st. So I just need to get a bunch of paperwork done before then. Potentially my passport done, which would be fun. Itchy, if you're watching this in the playback, then basically I'm going to potentially be doing my passport whilst you're here. I've got the pictures sorted. I just need to do the actual filling out the paperwork and stuff. So we might have a day out in Peterborough. So that'll be funsies. Yeah, apart from that, nothing. Hey, Jeffrey. I'm okay. I'm just yeah. I was going to be in the hot tub, but basically, I finished doing some work at about 4 o'clock today. That's a couple hours ago. Oh, God. So I finished doing some work at about 4 o'clock today, and that was a couple hours ago. And basically, yeah, it was already looking like it was going to be dark soon. But for the next hour, the sun has only just gone down. So I could have been in the hot tub this whole time. That bums me out a little bit because, of course, I can't be in the hot tub tomorrow because I'm going to be I'm going to be in costume. So yeah, and I can't be in the hot tub the next day because we're going out for foods. Although in the day the next day I could be. I don't know. We'll figure it out. What else has happened? Oh, yes. I had a friend. I basically had a friend. I had a big spot thing just here, just right behind my ear. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. It's in my hair, but it was actually really big, and I didn't know. I had a scratch on my ear, so I scratched my ear, and then I caught it on my thumb. I was like, oh, what's this? So I touched it, and it exploded. And I literally just touched it with 2 of my fingers. I didn't put any pressure on it or anything. And yeah, basically, it was a spot. It was basically just a very big spot, but it burst. It straight up exploded when I touched it, and I actually heard it because it's right behind my ear. It actually went. And you know, for the split second that I was like, wow, that was loud. But then the immediate next second, I yelled out in pain because it felt like somebody just stabbed me with a screwdriver or something. Right there. It was so painful. I was like, ah! Damon nearly hurt me in the house. Oh, it was bad. But yeah, I have to be very careful now when I touch my neck because it doesn't hurt now, and it's all cleared out, whatever it is. But it's just if I poke anywhere near it or think, oh, my ear moves. Oh, where you? Oh, God! Ow! Yes, I can feel that. So yeah, so that's the most exciting thing that's happened today. Oh, and we cleared out the freezer. We de-iced the freezer because the freezer door wouldn't shut because there was so much ice. So Damon did that while I was doing some work. So when I yawned, my eyes watered badly just now. Stuff and things. So yeah. So yeah, that's that done. So that's that sorted. Yeah, Damon's been cleaning up the house as well. Just so he's very house proud. He has OCD, especially when people are going to see the house, see the inside of the house. He's very house proud. So basically, he has been clearing out, like just cleaning up and tidying up everything, even though it was completely fine to begin with. So there's that. That's fun. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I mean, we've got the Halloween party thing happening tomorrow night, or for me, Wednesday morning. Everything's happening kind of Wednesday morning for me. By the way, did your daylight savings time kick in for you, Jeff? I need to know that. I kind of need to know that. Because it's a little bit important because that's when the Cubs Out Loud stream is happening. So yeah, I need to know because the Cubs Out Loud stream, if it's like an hour forward or an hour backwards, in addition to the time that I already read. Shut up, Yuri. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of need to know that. So that's happening. So the Halloween party's happening. The birthday dinner's happening the day after for me. And then we've got bonfire night, so that's happening too. So that's cool. I love the drawing you made for Damien Tubbs. I do too. I like it too. I'm thinking about putting it up in here. I'm really annoyed about the whole gold thing. But yeah, it's very sweet. And YouTube, before you get on my tits about this, they are not human. You cannot see any of their parts. And yes, they're naked, but it's art. But and you can't see any of their parts. It's very tastefully done. Okay. YouTube. So yeah, I know YouTube has been trying to crack down on bullshit, but you know, there's no bullshit there, okay? Our time goes back an hour on the it goes back. So if it's 8, oh boy. So let me get this right. So 8 p.m. Eastern. What time is that there now, Jeff? What time is it now? It is 6:30. It's coming up to 6:30 here in the UK, PM. So what time is it for you guys? Normally I'd say it's like 1 p.m. Yeah, our clocks have changed. Our clocks change at different times. That really annoys me. Why can't everyone's clocks change at the right time? Huh? What's the deal? Jeff, what time is it? So it's 2:30. It's not 1:30. Okay, so that means that you're 4 hours behind me. It's 6:30 here. So it's just 4 hours. So it's midnight. It should be around about midnight. It was going to be 1 a.m., but now it's midnight. Okay. The Cubs Out Loud stream begins at 8 p.m. Eastern. So it should be about midnight here when Halloween starts. Okay. So about one. So let me just get this right. Around about 9 or 10 p.m. is when we're probably going to start the your time. Eastern time, is when we're probably going to start the Halloween party hangout stream. Well, it's just time zones and shit. You know, it's really, really annoying. Again, everywhere should have the same dates when they change their times, because it's really annoying for timekeeping. I will be doing another live stream later tonight. Hopefully, after I've done some detailing on the Panda Fox picture. It's going to be fun. I just realised I've got to make sure my computers are in the right way, because this camera's got to be connected to this computer, because this computer's more reliable. So, yeah. And then I've got to switch it back when we do the live stream. Yeah. Well, it'll most likely be like this stream. I might be a bit late. Hopefully, I won't forget to do the actual live streaming. I completely forgot. I was watching YouTube and I was just like, I'm trying to catch back up on my YouTube, and I was just doing the layout for this, and all of a sudden it was like, it's after 6. I should have been streaming like an hour ago. I was like, damn it. It's weird. I don't know this will be dark here by 4 p.m. It starts to get dark here at 4 p.m. So that's weird, isn't it? But then it stays, the twilight lingers for a good hour or two sometimes. So it's weird. I should remember that, because like I said, I was going to go in the hot tub, but I don't want to be in here. I don't want to be in the hot tub when it gets dark, on account of I can't put the bubbles on, because I feel like I'm interfering with like neighbors' plans and stuff. It's not a big deal. You know, tonight's stream isn't going to be a big deal. I'm not planning to do anything super special. It's literally just more artwork. What are you having for dinner, Tubbs? Most likely it's going to be pizza. I haven't had pizza for a couple of days, so I think it might be pizza. But I think Damon might order in. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm going to figure that out soon. I haven't prepared anything anyway, so yeah. That is usually when, by the way, why the live streams are, you know, when I say about 2, 3, 4 hours time, when I say I'm going to be back in 2, 3, 4 hours time, it's usually because I'm you know, I've got to cook and stuff. So I usually just don't know how long like cooking is going to take, and then I start eating my food, and yeah. So it's most likely going to be pizza. Which will make a big change from yesterday when it was just pasta. I made lots and lots of pasta. With the gaining diet, it's a bit weird because basically, you know, I'm finding it hard to have leftovers for the next day. So yeah. Well, the kebabs you order sound so good. The kebabs are the doner meat. It's basically doner, you know, it's doner meat, which is a bunch of meat, just in a big pita bread roll, and I eat that, and that's super yummy. But yeah, that is good. I am super looking forward to when Ichi comes, so I can eat whatever I want, basically, and some probably. Oh boy. I don't know what to talk about again. Yes, you must be so excited, Tubbs, as Chris is excited to arrive there too. I am. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to it a lot. I'm planning to get to the airport like extra early so that I can have a good breakfast and basically have a lot of hot chocolate probably, and then just explore the airport a little bit and try to figure out exactly what I'm going to do to say hi. You saw a YouTube video of Heathrow Airport? There's YouTube videos on Heathrow Airport. Well, like I said, it's the biggest airport in Europe, and the busiest. So From London Heathrow Airport, you can get to anywhere in the world. But essentially, the stuff that you see from the outside of the airport, from the... So I've got random eyelash bullshit happening. This eye just hasn't recovered from being squished in the pillow. Anyway, yeah. So the airport is like it's one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest in the world, and it's basically it's huge, and it's a lot nicer when you're a passenger. You know, when you're about to depart from the airport, because once you get past security and stuff, all of the shops and all of that stuff is like it's massive and huge, and there's so much of it and stuff like that. But when you're actually departing, when you don't go through security and stuff, there is not a lot. There's still stuff, but there's just not a lot of stuff. There's not a lot more stores. There's not a lot of there's still plenty to do, and lots of shops and stuff, but it's essentially just a mall. So yeah. Hey Panafox, I just finished the first 6 panels of your picture, and also did I did the layout for it and everything. It's going to be a 2-page. It's going to be a 2-page 7-panel job. So technically, I've done most of the layout now, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm still working on it. I just need to do the detailing for it, which I'm probably going to do tonight, and yeah, then the first part of it anyway will be done. It's so cool. It is huge, and the transit system that transports you to the different terminals is the neatest thing to me. I didn't think it was that amazing. I mean, it's got its own underground station network. It's got 3 underground stations. I thought it was only 2, but there's apparently 3. 5 terminals, and it's got 3 London Underground stations. And if you think about how far away the average distance between one London Underground station is to another, then that distance is like quite amazing. To think that it needs 3 of them, it's like huge. There's also the human transportation system, which is its own little tram system, which runs underground. But also there's there's walking tunnels, and they've got the travelator, the flat escalators that basically accelerators, whatever they're called. They're all over the place. So yeah. I will say that basically actually going to Vegas, I will just say that this is what happened when I went to Vegas. I went to that airport. I went to the posh Terminal 5, which is the newest terminal, and they've got their own transit system and everything, and that's really nice and neat, and it's super easy to travel around. But yeah, they've got their own little underground train system to get to from one part of the terminal to another part of the terminal. They've got extra islands of terminals out around it, but they also have the main terminal building, which is where I didn't have to go to one of those this time. Last time I did, but this time I didn't. So yeah, all I had to do is just sit near the right window and look at my plane. So I got off of the London Underground, and basically I joined. You go through the travelators and up the elevator, and then you go through security, and then it's a huge shopping area. So that's cool. But coming back from Vegas, I think that this is where Itchy's going to have to do some walking, because basically I arrived in Terminal 3, but it was on one of the off branches. So basically there was lots and lots and lots. There's lots and lots and lots of walking. I swear to God, I walked a fucking mile. Although I didn't feel like it because of all the travelators and stuff. And then I got to passport control and security, and then I got to re-enter the country again. And yeah, and I got onto the tube station. You have to walk around to get to the tube station, and that was it. But that journey itself wasn't bad. That journey itself was actually quite nice. So there was no baggage. You know, there was no big deal. But it took a while. You know, I swear to God, I was there for like 40 minutes just walking back to where I had to get my passport read and stuff to enter the country again. Holy shit, thanks, man. But like I said, take your time, man. I'm in no rush. It's okay, Panda folks. It's like I wasn't doing anything, and it didn't take that long. But because I did 6 panels, you know, I did it in 6 parts. I mean, I could just quickly show you what I'm doing. I mean, it's just a layout of what it's going to look like. It's not the actual finished product, of course. But no, I've got them hugging here. So they're kind of hugging. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. So they're kind of hugging here, and then I've got a close-up of his face, of the bear's face, and then I was going to have like the hug intensifying, and then kind of like the squeezing, the merging happening, and then basically just his hands because he can't feel him anymore, and then a close-up of his added mass. And then on the next page, I was going to do just like the full-on character sheet of him, and you know what he would look like if they had merged. So yeah. So it's 2 pages. It's 7 panels. It's going to be yeah. It's a complicated one, but it's a good one, hopefully. The example that you gave me, they're very stylized and they're very muscly. I didn't know if you wanted me to do them very a bit more stylized and a bit more muscly, but I was going to leave that up to you. Basically, I'm going to do the detailing on it later. So that would be one of the details. I could actually make them as a bit more muscly or a bit more pudgy if you want me to. Anything you want, honestly. It's your picture. No, myself, I would be lost if I was their Tubbs. Knowing? What? Dude, that's really awesome. Well, as long as you'll be happy with the as long as you're happy with the final product, then yeah. I kind of wish that I'd actually spread it out a little bit. You know, made him have the expression, and then basically have and have him as his transformed self on one page, as opposed to squeezing that expression as well as the hugging and all of the little mini panels all squeezed onto one page, because that's what's happened on that page. I squeezed all of that stuff into one page, and I was like, I should have done a bigger, You always have cool ideas for drawings, Panafox. Yeah, I've also kind of messed up a little bit, because your description says that basically you want them to be hugging so tightly that they kind of just like merge into each other. I made it look like it's kind of just a process that's just happening. I'm trying to add in all of the extra effort that it's taken to squeeze and hug, and trying to visualize that is kind of a bit hard. But I'm trying to make it look like it's not just happening, that they're both basically hugging each other so tightly that they'll be squished into each other. So it's just taking a while. That's fine too. Well, yeah, I know, but I want to stick to what the original idea was. Again, as long as you're happy with the final product, I'll be happy. So yeah. I just want to give this to Damon right now, but I can't give it to Damon because it's not his birthday. I should have like held off from doing that until the last minute. Because it's sitting on my desk, and I just want Damon to see it. I kind of almost want Damon to come into my office and be like, "What's that?" And I'll be like, "Oh no, don't look at that. It's your birthday present. You shouldn't look at that. You shouldn't look at that. Don't look at it." But not actually covering it up. I've done it way too soon. Way too soon. I mean, I've only got to wait 2 days, but still. I kind of almost want to accidentally leave it in the house and be like, "Oh no, I dropped my piece of paper." I might have it like land right in front of his feet. Yeah, I did slim down 5. I keep looking at it, and as a furry drawing in 5's continuity, he's slimmed down a lot. I mean, 5 is way pudgier than this. Well, he is now. Ever since the whole merger thing happened, he's basically taken on Pop's weight and 5's weight combined. So basically, it's because he's a were-pig. So he's a were-dog pig dog. So yeah, Howard apparently has a suggestion for me, but he hasn't told me what the suggestion is. And also, I know what Itchy wants, but I don't know if he wants to give me a full-on description. I don't know if Itchy wants to give me a full-on description, but he's next after Panafox. So, but yeah, Howard basically wants an explicit picture, so I probably won't be able to show you guys that one until it's done. But he hasn't given me a description either. So there are ideas. I've also got a couple of furfinity people basically have asked me to draw something. I hate this. I really hate what there's a lot. When you say that you're open for requests, basically you get a bunch of people basically flake on you because they suddenly don't know what they want. They're like, "Oh, I see your commissions. Free commissions are open. Could you draw something for me?" I'm like, yeah, sure. Just send me a detailed description. And they're like, okay, we'll do. And I don't hear from them. It's like, are you gonna send me anything? So my phone decided to nearly be dead, but it wasn't dead. I've had this happen before. They'll basically ask me if I'm doing free commissions, and then they won't say anything for a while, and then I'll close my free commissions, and then they'll all of a sudden be like, "Oh, you were going to do a free commission for me, weren't you? Could I get this and this and this?" And it's like, no, you had your chance, you blew it. I get people sometimes. The blueberry guy, yeah. The guy who basically, yeah, he kept breaking the rules on my server, so I kicked him from my server. And he still wants to talk to me, but he wants me to do something else for him. It's just confusing. Yeah, I might do something for him if he pays me. But yeah. He keeps calling me friend as well. That's kind of weird. It kind of bugs me. Got 4 people watching now. Ooh. It's a bit quiet tonight. It's been quiet for the past couple of days. I think it's because everybody's got like Halloween stuff to do. When is Thanksgiving? I kind of want to do a Thanksgiving picture, but I have no idea what I would do for a Thanksgiving picture. Especially since we don't celebrate it in the UK. Don't know if anybody heard that, but my belly just went really growled at me. I felt that on my shoulders even. I don't know if anybody knows if it's a special furry occasion on November. You know, for like October is October. But anybody know if November's anything special furry wise, or if basically if there's any days in November that are special in the furry community and stuff like that. So I tried to do. I will try to do a special Thanksgiving picture, but but yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna do a Christmas furry Christmas picture. Probably something to do with Vor. I mean, it's a cute idea. I wonder what they'll call that. What do they call the November? No, that sounds terrible. November. November sounds actually kind of funny. But yeah, I could totally do that. November. Well, Itchy will be happy. I'll figure it out. But no, Panda Fox, if you do hear anything about November, or if you hear about any days, yeah, and this is for anybody in the furry community that knows about this, then any days coming up that basically I should know about for furry art and stuff. I'm trying to keep on top of it this year. I am trying to keep on top of it this year. I missed St. Patrick's Day, I think. No, I did something for St. Patrick's Day. I did Oktoberfest and I did Orcs, so yeah. I just like I said, I'm trying to keep on top of things. I'm doing I'm definitely gonna do a Thanksgiving picture, and I'm definitely gonna do a Christmas picture. But probably gonna be doing a Thanksgiving video too. Ooh, that's something that Ichi could help with, because he could He could, you know, we could have like a mini Thanksgiving kind of here. And I released the video on Thanksgiving. So just imagining what I've got to do tomorrow for the Halloween video. I have to turn my heating on. Get a bit cool. I know lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of sugar is going to be eaten. It's going to be fun. Got a lot of Halloweeny candy. Halloweeny. I do not know what to talk about right now. Oh, good. Oh. It sounds great. Well, the stretch or just the not knowing what to do. Get all my stuff ready for when I'm doing the thing tomorrow. I might be able to go in the hot tub before. I don't know. Depends where everything starts. Blah. Well, Panafox, are you still around? I just wanted to ask, what about Kingston's mask? Is he wearing it or is he not wearing it? Since I'm going to be doing the detailing later, I just wanted to know if I should do it. Well, I haven't done the detailing yet. I haven't planned for it to be there or not be there. That's why I was asking. But if he's not going to wear it, that's okay. I might design a mask for both of them. You know, for the finished one, but I don't know. Oh, and did you want him to be in the pose? The last picture? Did you want him to be in the pose that of the one that you sent me? The first picture you sent as reference. No, not with the arms crossed and everything. Got it. You keep just a couple of questions. That's all I wanted to know. I have an idea. I've got a yeah. So I think I've done pretty well for October and for even for Halloween. Basically, everything in October has been kind of my art wise has always been kind of had a weird twist to it. Like I drew a ghost. I drew orcs, and I did some horror kind of gore in one of the pictures. So I think I did pretty well for October. As for videos going, I did my October video pretty early. I thought that was pretty good. My mustache is back, so that's awesome. And the Halloween video is going to come out on Halloween, so that'll be good. Despite being depressed and in my slump, I think I did pretty good. You know, art-wise. Not to pat myself on the back too much, but my I think my orcs turned out pretty well. I think all of the Halloweeny stuff has turned out pretty good, and hopefully my Halloween video will turn out even better. Not just the pumpkin video, but the actual Halloweeny video. Right, guys. Well, I will be back in a couple hours' time. Depending on what I actually decide to eat. I think I'm going to eat pizzas and something. Because, again, I haven't had pizza for a while. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, like 2, 3, 4 hours' time. I will be back. And, yeah, I'll do the detailing on the first 6 panels. So that'll be good. But until then, guys... belly stretch. There we go. Belly rubs, belly shake, and belly salute. And I'll see you guys in a couple hours' time, hopefully. Probably more. You know what? Who knows? It could be any time. Or for just in the future, in general, in the future. There you go. But yeah. I'm sure LiveTUBBs, no doubt about it. Oh. Thank you, Jeffrey. I will enjoy my food. I will enjoy my food and stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks, Panda folks. Doodles. Oh, that turned off my Discord, but it didn't turn off my camera. Toodles.